guys, it's Abby from Make Life Your Runway, and I'm here with my 2019 Makeup Empties. Y'all, this is all the makeup, setting sprays, and then there are some sponges in here that I went through in 2019. Hey! So if you're interested in seeing what all of this is, then just keep watching. Here we go. Alright, so I think it might be easier if I just sort this all out for you guys. Okay, here is an overview of all the products. We have 36 products here, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sponges here. So we have primers, we have concealers, lots of mascaras, eyebrow products, we have some face products and lip products up top, foundations, and then a lot of setting sprays, and then another Stila eyeshadow that is holding these so they don't roll off. And then randomly included is a Whisper cotton rounds. I use these for my nail polish, so we'll just go ahead and get that out of the way. But 36, before we dive into each category, I think I did really well, and it's kind of cool seeing trends. I definitely use up primers and setting sprays really quickly because those are products that I use on an everyday basis. And I'm excited to see some concealers and some foundations in here because they're kind of hard to use up just because I rotate them so much. But I'm glad that I was able to get some done. And face products, y'all, they're just so hard to get through. But anyways, why don't we just dive a little bit closer into each category. Let's start over here with primers. So we went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 primers this year. Ooh! So we have the Flower Beauty in Your Prime primer, which is a hydrating primer. We have a little sample guide of the Fab Coconut Skin Smoothie Primer. We have the Too Faced Hangover RX, which is another hydrating primer. Ooh, this is actually a foundation. Oops. Alright. So then we have the foundation primer by Laura Mercier in Radiance. So we actually just went through 5 primers. And then we went through this Dr. Brandt Luminizer Primer. This was in my 9 in 2019. I posted that video last week. So there we go. 5 primers, check. Hey. Let's come over here to concealers. This is actually the second one of the Maybelline Better Skin that I've gone through. I believe this has been discontinued, but it was a really nice product, and I do always take the stoppers out of concealers when I'm using them up just to make sure I'm getting everything out of it. This was another 9 in 2019 Project Pan item, the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Long Wear Concealer. I love this one. Again, I used it up completely, and just in case you're curious, my color is 1 neutral. So there are 2 concealers I went through. Okay, shifting over to mascaras, there are a lot here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mascaras that I went through. And I would say I go through a lot of mascaras for a couple of reasons. One, I do get rid of them after 3 to 4 months. It doesn't matter what the product looks like that's just too much chance of getting bacteria in my eye. So I do go ahead and push them along. And then some I try out and I don't like, and I'll kind of talk through that. And if I don't like a mascara, because most of these came in like BoxyCharm, or I have friends and family who get BoxyCharm and would give me products that they didn't want from their BoxyCharm. So since a lot of them were given to me to try out, I didn't really feel like I should force it if I didn't like them, if that makes sense. So the first up, we have the Lorac Pro Pomade. This was one that was given to me from my sister-in-law's BoxyCharm, I believe so. I just didn't like it. So I used it a couple times and then decided I wasn't going to force myself to use it. This Too Faced Better Than Sex. This is the waterproof. I used this for a while to wear when I work out, and I did really like it, but it dried up, so it's done. This is one of my all-time favorite mascaras, the Benefit They're Real. I love this. This is one that I'll push and use out for 5 or 6 months until there's like absolutely nothing left in it. And I mostly love this to layer over other mascaras, but I absolutely love that one. The Essence Lash Princess. This one, the purple one, transfers on me. But outside of that, it's really nice. I prefer the one that's in a coral packaging, but this was nice and I used that up. Here's what I really love. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex. This came to me in BoxyCharm, and then I got a couple of others from my sister-in-law from her BoxyCharm. Love it. Used it up completely. Then we had the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I absolutely loved this one as well, but as you know, this one dries out pretty quickly, so I think I got about 2.5 months out of it, but I did really, really enjoy it. Here we have the It Superhero Mascara by It Cosmetics. I got this in BoxyCharm. Absolutely loved it. Used it up completely. Here is the Wonder Beauty Unlashed. This came in BoxyCharm as well. And this is one that I didn't truly love on its own. I kept trying it because it was hyped for a little while in 2019 here on YouTube. But it was okay. Like, I ended up just layering it with other products and I got through it. But I do think squeezy tube mascaras are super fun. Here we have the Lancome Monsieur Big. This I got for $10 when Ulta had their 21 Days of Beauty a while back. I liked it. I don't think it is worth as much hype as it gets. It transferred on me, but the volume was really nice. So not something I would go to, but I did like it on its own and use it all up. This is one, I really wanted to try a Wet n Wild mascara because like no one ever talks about them. So I got the Wet n Wild Mega Volume Mascara, mostly because it's pink and it's cute. Didn't like it. I used it to layer a couple times. I used it for a bottom lash mascara, but once it hit 3 months, I just went ahead and threw it in my empties. We do have 3 brow products here that I really enjoy. I really love the Benefit Gimme Brow. My color is in the number 1. This is so good. I think it's technically only good for like it's already worn off, but like 6 months or so. I stretch this thing until it's done because it's not going directly like on my lashes or my eyes like mascara. It goes on my brows. I stretched it, but there's like nothing left. I truly love that one. This is one, the Maybelline Brow Precise, that I picked up on a whim from TJ Maxx Blonde. It's in blonde. I truly, truly love this stuff. It dried out on me, but I did use it for almost a year. Maybe not quite that long, but I used it for a long time. I absolutely loved it, but it's not made anymore, or at least not sold. I think you can still get it on Amazon, but this was a really nice product. This product, if you watch me, you know, the It Brow Power and Universal Taupe. This is one that I was panning for a really long time, and basically every Get Ready With Me, I was using this in my brows, but we did go ahead and use it up. Absolutely nothing left in it, and I can't twist it up anymore, so that was a nice product. And this one, it took a while, okay? It took a while. Okay, up here we have sponges. I just like to throw them in. I don't know. This is the Eco Tool sponge. I did really like this sponge a lot. It just, like, you know, it's breaking and stuff, so it's time for it to go. These are the Real Techniques mini sponges. Again, I used them up until they're, like, breaking and stuff. But I just don't really have a huge need for these types of sponges, but I think they came... I might have actually bought them on their own a while back because Emily Noel used to always talk about these. I just didn't absolutely love them. Sonia Kashuk sponge. This one is so hard, and I have another one because I bought it in a 2-pack, but this thing is aggressive. I don't know. I'm gonna try to work through the other one, but this I don't like this one. This is the Real Techniques Diamond Sponge. I love this thing so much. It's you know, it's falling apart. She's lived a good life, but I have really, really enjoyed it. This is the Jeffree Star and Morphe sponge. Y'all, I loved this one so much. Like, it is cracked up, and I held on to it as long as I could. I just really liked it. It's a little bit more firm than a lot of sponges, but it's not as aggressive as the Sonia Kashuk. So I just truly enjoyed using it. And then last but not least is the L'Oreal. I love this so much. I used it for a while, and I just really can't get it clean, and it kind of grosses me out. I decided for 2020 I was going to just start with all new makeup sponges because all of the ones I had open had been open for at least 6 months. So love these. Will always and forever apply my foundation with sponges. We have a couple of face products here. Physicians Formula. This was in a Project Pan. This is their highlighter in Pearl. I used a good bit of it and then it just completely crumbled. So I'm going to get rid of it. I've tried many times to press it and I couldn't. So this is a little bit of a cheat, but I mostly finished it and then it went like this. So, and then this was in my 9 in 2019, the Wet n Wild Mega Contour Palette. The highlighting side is my favorite. This is in Dulce de Leche, but this is just too much for me. It doesn't look great on my skin. So I did what I wanted to do with the highlighting side, and then I did make a pretty good dip in this side, so we're going to just call that an empty as well. We had some lip products. This is the Old School Rimmel East and Snob. This is a legend here on YouTube, and I love it. I've gone through a couple of these, but I can't twist it up anymore, so this is done. And then I really love the Jack Black lip balms, so I finished up this one in Mango Mandarin. These are really nice lip balms. They're about $7 at Ulta and Sephora. Let's start with foundations. We actually finished 3 foundations. I thought this was a primer in the beginning, but this is the Mary Kay Time Wise. This is in Light Ivory. This is their Luminous foundation, and I did really enjoy it and used it up. This is one that I more so enjoy to mix with other products, especially matte products. I ended up mixing it with this a lot, the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion, and my color is in 1 in 1. These Laura Mercier products were sent to me, this and the concealer, for review from Influencer. And this is just a little bit too matte for my skin, but it's a beautiful formula. So I just mixed a little bit of this Luminous foundation, and it was really nice together. So those were 2 that I finished up. And then I also finished up a Maybelline Dewy and Smooth. Mine is 120 Classic Ivory. And this one, again, I didn't think I'd be able to get through, but I had to mix a lighter foundation with it, and we finished it up. Alright, and then for setting sprays, as you can see, we went through a good bit. We went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 setting sprays. I love setting sprays. I will use them before my makeup. I will use them after my makeup. I will freshen my face through the day with them. Absolutely love them. So we went through 2. Wet n Wild launched these last year. They're primer water. So I had the coconut and the rose. I really like them more so for a priming spray than a setting spray. Absolutely gorgeous. They're only about $5. I would totally repurchase these. I am on a mission this year to finish all my setting sprays before buying new ones, so I won't be getting these anytime soon. But the packaging, the sprayer on these are so nice. So I do keep the bottle, and when I have sprays that aren't great as far as their spray nozzle, I'll just go ahead and pour them into these bottles. So I'm going to keep the bottles because I have a couple of sprays that I need to put in them, but I like that. Urban Decay All Nighter is my holy grail. It used to be the only setting spray I use, period, but I've been exploring obviously with other ones, and it's still my favorite, but I'm not going through as many because I have been exploring other products. Here is one that was limited edition, the Too Faced Festival Refresh. This is actually the second one I went through, and I really truly loved it, but it's been discontinued. I like to do a setting spray like Urban Decay All Nighter and then do this over because it just gave that luminous finish, and I absolutely loved it. I didn't particularly love it on its own. Then this is the Glam Glow Setter. This was one that I put in a Project Pan. I didn't love it, didn't hate it. I thought it was just okay. I didn't like the nozzle, so it is one that I ended up using up in the Wet n Wild spray bottle. But it was good. It was okay. I don't know. This is the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. I really do like this product a lot, and I would agree when people on YouTube say it's one of the better ones at the drugstore. I definitely agree with that. I liked it. I didn't have any problems with it. It did make my makeup last. It's affordable. It's easy to get to. Overall, it was just a good product to use. Here is Catrice Prime and Fine Dewy Glow. This is hyped here on the YouTube, especially by Taylor Wynn. And I absolutely love this. And it is truly illuminating. Like, it's so subtle that you don't really notice it until like midday. You're like, wow, is that the setting spray on my face? My face just looks so nice. So that, I did appreciate that. And that is another one I would repurchase. I would repurchase the Catrice and the Milani and the Wet n Wild. I already have another one of the All Nighter. And then finally we have the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. This is so hyped, or at least it was. The sprayer is like water misting on you, and I just did not like the sprayer. The product was good. I just didn't like that you had to use so much to cover your face to actually set your face. I think it's kind of a ripoff because of that, but the formula is pretty good. So those are all of the setting sprays that I went through, and then the eye product that I went through is the Stila. This is the Kitten Karma. It did dry out on me. I've had it for a little while, but I did use it a lot, as you can see, kind of where it's scraped out. So this is one of my favorites. I love these Stila eyeshadows, the Magnificent Metals. My recommendation to you would be to get just the smaller kits that they come out with. They're more affordable, or they're a better price point, I should say, and you might actually like get through them a little bit without them going bad, but I did enjoy using it. Alright guys, so those are my empties for 2019. You know, I'm pretty impressed with myself. I just go through times where I'm super experimental with trying makeup and project panning it, and I'm busy with makeup, okay? I'm sure you guys are too if you're watching this, but I think with being as busy as I am with makeup, I went through a lot, and I kind of got to a point where I stopped panning powders or focusing on powders, because it just like, it's too much. It's just truly too much for me, because then I'm neglecting all of my collection for one product. I don't like doing it. I stopped doing it. That's why you're not seeing powders here, because I just rotate through those so often that they're like equally getting used. So I think it's gonna be one of those things that they all kind of finish at once. But I like it. I like that I am working through cream products and liquid products. That is the number one thing in my collection that I do make it a point to work through, because they do go bad quickly and start to get bacteria and just gross stuff in there that can really irritate your skin and maybe cause infections depending on how old it is. So I'm glad that I am still continuing to focus on cream products and liquid products, and just use makeup, y'all. Just use makeup, okay? It's so fun. I have already kickstarted my 20 and 2020 project pan, so I'll link that down below for you to go check out. I'm doing a no-buy, a quarterly no-buy, with the exception of gift cards. So I do have a couple hauls up in my weekly makeup baskets, just because I had some gift cards to use up. But I am focusing on just consuming less in general and enjoying the collection that I have gathered, collected, purchased. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you found this entertaining. I hope it inspires you to maybe pick some products and finish them up, or maybe pull aside your oldest cream products and start working through them. Maybe, you know, maybe just a little inspiration for you, maybe. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Subscribe if you're new. Okay, bye.